On your radio, smart speaker, app and online. This is the Red News.
It's officially the hottest day of the year so far. A provisional temperature of 38.1 Celsius has been recorded in Kew Gardens, which surpasses the previous high of 38 recorded in June. It's after Andy Burnham chaired a meeting yesterday to discuss the heatwave.
We need to realise that these conditions could be with us for some weeks yet. There is some rain forecast, but not necessarily rain that will change the situation fundamentally. So we are looking at a dry prospect going forward.
Millions of households in England and Wales will face higher water bills after Ofwat announced that 5 companies will be able to charge households more to fund £3.5 billion of extra spending. And more than 150 youth organisations and young people in Scotland have written to the Prime Minister urging him to rethink the social media ban for under-16s. The letter warns that the plans could force young people into more danger by pushing them into less regulated parts of the internet. That's the latest from Radio News Hub. I'm Nathan Beresford.
Before you start packing the luggage in your suitcase, Fairgold would like to help you pack more cash into your wallet. And if you request our free selling pack, you could receive extra holiday spending money directly into your bank account in as little as 48 hours. So text FAIR to 80800 or visit fairgold.co.uk.
For John Hendrie, going to strike from distance. John Hendrie equalises for Middlesbrough. The ball's driven.
And this is Hignett, and Hignett scores his first for Middlesbrough. Well earned that.
Picks up Hignett. That's 1-0.
Hendrie is onside. Here's Hendrie. Oh, that's brilliant finishing by John Hendrie.
Hignett to release Hendrie, and Hendrie can run a goal. He does have the yards. John Hendrie fires the ball in.
It's the two H's, Hignett and Hendrie. Legends.
You're listening to the Boro Legends on the Red, brought to you by Admiral Casino, Big Screen Sport and a fully licensed bar at Newport Road, Middlesbrough.
We're back. It's a Boro Legends. It's a Thursday night, and we should be all well and good. Everything working fine tonight?
Well, I hope so. We haven't had any messages yet, Jimbo.
We haven't yet, mate. We haven't, but we're working.
Yeah.
Do I have on the line a certain John Hendrie? John, how we doing?
Johnny's in the sun.
Johnny's in the sun, isn't he?
Yeah. Hello, Johnny. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Looks like you're there. John, I spoke too soon.
Hey, got you there, guys. Got you there, Jimbo. Got you there, pal, didn't I?
Can you hear us, Johnny? Give us a wave if you can hear us at least.
I can hear you. Jimmy.
Johnny's cracking on with himself. He's laughing at his own jokes. He's saying stuff and he's laughing at his own jokes. Oh, he's put his thumbs up.
I can hear you, Higgy.
We can't hear Johnny coming through the studio, unfortunately, but we've got him on there, so I guess that's a start. We'll try and get something sorted in regards to Johnny.
It's you. You've put the mockers on it, Jim. You said everything was going well, and then
I did.
We can't hear Johnny.
The setup's all fine on there. I've got his volume coming through. We had this problem with the Boro lasses last night, mate. It's not ideal, but it's a situation we're in at the moment. Whilst we get Johnny fixed, Higgs, do you want to kind of take us through a build-up in regard to where we are Boro-wise at the moment? Obviously, the season's starting, mate. Give us your excitement on that one whilst I try and fix Johnny.
No, I'm proper excited. Obviously, we've had our game against Wrexham. Everything went well. Got the win. Played really well in parts. Lancashire got his goal, which was great. Off and running. So there's plenty to look forward to this weekend in our opener against Lincoln. Important we do get a proper good start. It's important, certainly at home. We make it a really difficult place for teams to come. And I don't see why not. We've still got a couple of things bubbling underneath. The Phillips thing is still on, but I don't think there's been any progress as of yet.
No.
But we're hopeful that that'll go through. And can I just say on that one, I think it's sensible. I think it's really sensible what Boro have done. If they found a problem, regardless of whether he's played 2 seasons or not at Stoke or whatever.
Yeah.
If they found a potential problem that could keep him out for any length of time, then go back and say, look, we found this problem. This might be an issue. We'll still do the deal, but if something happens because of this issue, we should have the opportunity to either send him back or not pay for it, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, mate. It does make sense. And do you think it's maybe derailed the excitement going on to Saturday's game against Lincoln, Higgy?
I don't think it's derailed it. No, obviously it'd be better if he was in, because I do think we need another one, certainly another centre half, and he was perfect. There was another centre half mentioned who was at Sheffield United and then went away, played somewhere else.
The Bosnian lad.
Yes.
Don't ask me to say his name, Higgs, but we know who we mean.
Yeah, so he was mentioned. A couple of people don't think he fits in the profile of what we're trying to do and what we're looking for, because he's a little bit older. I think he's 27, 29, something like that.
Yeah, he is. But he's an experienced Championship defender.
Yeah, a really good player. But I think the reason he did leave Sheffield United was because it was Championship and he wanted to go and play somewhere in the top league. And so whether he'd come back or not, I don't know. And whether we're actually looking at him because of the profile, that remains to be seen. But I think we'll try and push through with the Ashley Phillips one. Because that's the one that makes sense to me. You know, that's the one that fits in with the profile of what we're doing now. So hopefully, that goes through. And then Saturday, it's all about momentum, trying to build some momentum, trying to start on the front foot, trying to make it really difficult for Lincoln, put them under pressure, because they're going to come here. Yes, they'll be excited, but they'll expect to be put under pressure for large periods of the game. So don't disappoint them.
Yeah.
Don't sit off them. Don't defend. Get on the ball like we do. Move it really quickly. And we have looked dangerous, you know, especially with Lancashire up there. His movement's great. He's getting chances. He's already scored a goal. Remains to be seen who will play in the other two. I think Whittaker will probably play. Lancashire will probably
He's got to play, Higgy. He's got to play.
The left-hand side is the issue for me. You know, do you put a Castledine there? I don't know. I don't know what he'll do. And then obviously we've got some players to come back. Riley McGree, I think, has been training, has he? Strelick, I'm not sure where he's up to yet in his recovery.
There were some updates from the Boro on that as well, to be fair, Higgs. So I can give you some updates on that one. So Dave Strelick has started training again. He has started training again, but in his opinion, it might be a bit too soon. I'll just get you back on the camera, Higgy.
Yep.
Cam 2. Same with Riley McGree.
Yeah.
Riley McGree might be a little bit later as well. The only one that definitely won't be in the running probably by next week is Tommy Conway. Aidan Morris looks like he's a little bit... It's definitely not going to be this week for Aidan Morris, but we're hoping Aidan Morris will be ready, fight and fit for the following week as well. So there's no long-term injury problems, which I think is a good thing. There's no mention of Alfie Jones. Maybe Alfie Jones is back in contention.
Yeah. Well, there's a few, isn't there?
Yeah.
So there's a right few. And the other one is Sarmiento. You know, Sarmiento's had a bit of game time. Does he fit in? Does he go left? And Castledine plays behind.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think... do we think he's going to go with a 4? Do we think he's going to go 4-2-3-1, and then if Phillips comes in, he might change and go with a 5?
Possibly. Well, a question was asked about Addison Malander as well today with Kim Hellberg, and his answer was Addison Malander as a centre half. So I know he played in central midfield on Friday night, but I think it was more of a necessity rather than that's where he's going to play. But again, I think that bodes on regards to Mills or fancy the chances to go and get another centre half, maybe.
Yeah, well, like I say, I do think they need one, regardless of what happens with Phillips, because we might lose a centre half as well, mightn't we? You know, we've got Luke Ayling, who can be Mr. Reliable. We've got Borges, who's played there, and done all right against Wrexham. It has to be said. You know? So there's plenty of options for him if he does want to go with the 5 at the back. I think with the full-backs, that lends itself probably better to a 5, doesn't it, with the full-backs we've got?
I think so.
Especially when you see Arfston and how he plays. You know, he jumped the gun a couple of times when he was playing in a back 4.
He did, yeah, he did.
Let people get him behind him a little bit. But that's experience, and that's learning to play in this league, isn't it? Because this league's a testing league. It's probably, out of all the leagues, this is the one where you'll get tested the most because there's no let-up in it.
But also, in fairness, you think about that one, it's maybe he was letting behind a few times, what have you. If you think of it with Wrexham, are probably one of the most fancied sides this season. They made an addition to their squad as well. Patterson signed on a permanent deal from Sunderland, but Wrexham are no mugs, mate.
No, they're not, but I don't think they'd spent the money that I thought they were going to spend.
I think that's going to come, Higgy.
Yeah,
I think that's going to come. Once Premier League squads have got their squad together, I think Wrexham will go big.
So, well, you can see what pool they're dealing with then, can't you? If they're not doing anything now because no one's available now, maybe when the squads are named and they're seeing who's been left out of squads.
Yeah.
You know, maybe people like Joe Pirro are on their radar, and
possibly.
like that, you know,
He would be. Yeah, he'd kind of sign you see Wrexham going for. Johnny, just in case you are listening still, pal, I can see you're on one link. I've sent you another link to join. If you want to join after us, pal, get us on that one. That should work for us. Touch wood.
People were saying they could hear him.
On
Facebook. So it's weird, isn't it?
We had this issue last night, Craig, on the Boro Women. So one of the lasses was coming through. Fine through the studio, but both of them were coming through fine on our streams on YouTube as well. So I think it might be a problem within here. So I've sent John a different link for him to join on. Hopefully that works, because my Thursdays about John Hendrie, it just doesn't bother thinking about, mate. It really doesn't. It's, I know it's only via the magic of video call, mate,
so
but
please don't let it work.
Boro fans, you can get in touch tonight. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube as well. We can't take any phone calls tonight, but you can get in touch via WhatsApp as well if you want to on 0330 043 2002. Higgy, I've got some questions coming in already. I have to go all the way over here for the WhatsApp now. All the way over here, mate. So I'm off camera, but I don't think that's a bad thing, is it? So someone's give the pronunciation for the centre half as Asmahadovic. Spelt it out phonetically as well. Thank you.
Good.
So we've got a message here from Sean. Sean, thanks for getting in touch. Just letting us know Lincoln are about to sign a 6'8" striker.
Too big.
Hopefully not in time for Saturday.
That's too big.
It's usually the kind of striker that does well against Middlesbrough, though, Hickey.
No, that's too big. 6'8" is too big.
Right.
For me. I can remember some centre halves. Boro had one years and years ago, a young lad who was a decent player, but he was 6'7". And
but how long ago are we talking? I'm trying to remember this, lad.
Too big.
Was this the lad who went to Juventus or something afterwards?
No. He was a young lad. Came here. He was here for maybe a season and a half. Really nice kid. But then left and went back to play non-league somewhere.
Right, okay. So I'm trying to think. We had some lads, like I think he was he Serbian or something like that. Was a really canny player. But he went over.
You'll get to a size. So like Peter Crouch. Is what's Crouch? He's 6'6".
Yeah, 6'6", 6'7", mate. Yeah.
Once you get to there, that's the cut-off point for me. 6'6", I think. Anything over that, you should be playing basketball.
Yeah.
Because the stamina bit's a problem. The athleticism of it can be a problem. Running, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
but I mean, the whole athleticism is shifting your body, trying to throw it around and do things for it. That becomes an issue, and I just think that's too big.
Yeah. I remember who was the lad who used to play at Birmingham City, Nikola Zigic.
Yeah, Zigic. There was one at Sheffield Wednesday.
Romanian lad.
He used to do unbelievable against us all the time.
He did, yeah.
I think he scored when I was there. He scored in the 2 games we played against.
2 or something like that he was called. That's why I'm thinking, like, if he gets signed in ahead of Saturday, it's a kind of play and say, do you know what, they're going to get like some scrappy goal against Boro, like, oh, it's happened again. It's one of those things. It's a typical Boro thing, isn't it? But hopefully that doesn't happen. I'll talk to you about VTech if we can. Lots of conversation about VTech, who's going to be number 1. Kim Hellberg obviously didn't commit. It does, doesn't it?
When you say it like that.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't the G-Tech one, wasn't there?
Yeah.
One that gets under your bed, yeah. I was shutting my eye now. Talk to me about VTech and the conversations about him or Bryn number 1. Bryn certainly had a good game on Friday, but
Bryn was great, yeah.
I don't think VTech's come at £7 million to sit on the bench, or Higgy, has he?
No, plus add-ons. Well, it could go up to 14 million. Are they on about something like that?
Like that.
He's been signed potentially as number 1. And like I said it on Monday night. The money that people spend for you is to get you to the football club. After that, you have to earn your place. So he'll have to earn his place, regardless of what we spent. He'll have to earn his place, but they obviously think he's good enough to be our number 1 to pay that sort of money for him. So I would be surprised if he didn't play the first game.
Really?
When he's fit.
Yeah.
Even though Sol's had a really good game on against Wrexham, I think they will give it to VTech and say to him, it's yours to lose.
Okay.
And then crack on. And then it's a fight then, isn't it? It's a fight.
It's a fair fight as well.
And I'd be happy with that because we'll have 2 really good goalkeepers. There's no doubting his quality. Radek Vitek's quality is there for all to see. If you see the clips of him and some of the saves he made last year, some of them were phenomenal. So I think that would probably be, in 99% of clubs, that would be the way to go. I'd be very shocked if Kim said to Sol, go on, it's yours to lose.
Yeah. It's put yourself in Sol Bryn's shoes at this point. No, you should come at the back of your first season for Middlesbrough. Are you Would you say is there an element he possibly could feel despondent, Higgy, or do you think
I don't think he'll feel despondent. Listen, it's all about character, isn't it? It's all about personality, and Sol seems to be the personality that will get his head down and get on with it and try and win his place back. I don't think he'd be the one to throw the toys out the pram and kick off and say, well, but he will feel disappointed. There's no doubt about it, because I think on the whole last year he was good.
Yeah, that's safe to say.
Every keeper will make mistakes throughout the season. It just so happened that his mistakes were quite high profile. But if you look back to the game at Stoke, remember he was at fault for their goal, then pulled off 2 unbelievable saves that he had no right to make to win Middlesbrough the game. Middlesbrough came back, won the game. So I think, Sol again is coming for a bit of criticism, but for me, that's the life of a goalkeeper. Mm-hmm. Keepers don't go through seasons without making mistakes. I'd be really, really surprised if Vitek goes through this season, doesn't make a mistake.
Oh, he's bound to. Again, it's profile as a goalkeeper. Like it happens.
You're playing in the Championship, Jim. You're playing in the Championship for a reason.
Yeah.
We see the best keepers in the world. I see Alisson most weeks.
Yeah.
He makes mistakes.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. He'll be at fault for some goals, but on the whole, he's unbelievably solid and makes saves that he shouldn't make.
Yeah.
But then he'll throw a rick in where he'll try and dribble round someone or not get the kick right, or you would think he should have saved that and it's gone through him. So every keeper makes them every single season. I've got no issues now with our keeper. I think we're sorted with our goalkeeping position.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I was surprised by how many people said about the goalkeeping position had to be one that got sorted, but when they've made the signing, it kind of makes sense, Higgy.
Yeah. I think it's for me, if we'd have got one, then fair enough. And if we didn't, I wasn't too bothered. I know we'd have still been on the lookout.
Yeah.
But I'd be quite happy going into the season with Sol in goal. I don't see an issue with it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been as well, mate. I would have been, but the fact that they've made the signing, and it's a signing where a lot of people have kind of sat up and took notice. You look at some of the money that's gone on Championship goalkeepers I mentioned there. Patterson's gone to Wrexham for £8 million. Now, Patterson's a goalkeeper I like, but Vitek, statistically, and looking at a game of football with my eyes, is a better goalkeeper than Patterson, and we've got him for what looks like a cut price deal in comparison to Patterson, so a good deal for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I think when you're talking about value for money with signings, he's that, isn't he? Because he has got the potential to, even if it's a season, he has a really good season here, people will start to look at him and think, yeah, we should have had a pop at him. And then it's Middlesbrough then cashing in again, isn't it? It could be a Morgan Rogers situation. And I know he came in for a little bit of stick because of something he said in an interview he'd done where he said, it's a good stepping stone for me.
Yeah. I think English isn't his first language.
No, I get that. But I don't think... And I think sometimes that phrase can be misleading. Stepping stone for him, he's probably thinking it means it's a great club to me. It's an improvement in what I've done. And I want to go higher. I don't want to stay in the Championship. Not just because it's Middlesbrough, because it's the Championship. Yeah. So regardless who I'm with, I don't want to stay in the Championship.
Of course he doesn't.
I want all my players to not want to stay in the Championship.
Yes.
I want them to go and play really well, and if they can earn a move to the Premier League, great. But they might just get us there. And if they get us there, now we are that stone that they want to step to.
And I don't mind that.
I don't
mind that.
I think that's... There's a different way of saying it, but I don't think he meant it the way people have took it.
I agree, mate. I agree.
I think it's really harsh for a new player, especially when it's not your first language, to come to a club, be asked all these questions, be put under the spotlight like he is, and not say anything wrong.
Yeah.
And he probably feels like he's saying something good. He sees this club as from where he's come from. And he's come from a big club, by the way.
Yeah, he comes from a huge club, mate.
He hasn't come from a tiny club. For him to see this as his next move, that's a compliment to us.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Anyone there?
With other players. There he is.
We've got him.
Johnny boy.
Hello, I can see it. It's just there's a problem tonight. I can see a guy who's got a Biggins, Christopher Biggins beige T-shirt on and a white beard.
Christopher Biggins.
Is this opening retort?
Hang on a minute, Eric Morecambe. You big Eric Morecambe. And it wouldn't surprise me if they were them mad meta gigs that you're recording stuff with.
Well, if you can record this text set up and let us know how this works, that'll be fantastic. If you can,
by the way,
John.
He's missed 20 minutes of this show. I'd dock his wages by a third.
It's not his fault, bless him.
I've been listening. I could hear every single word you were saying.
Are you in the garden, Johnny?
Oh, I'm
I am indeed, pal.
It's lovely up there. It looks lovely.
Yeah, it is, pal. It is. Just overlooking the valley. Yeah, I could hear you, everything you were saying.
Right, we couldn't hear you.
You were coming through on the stream, Johnny. We had this problem last night with the Boro Lasses. For whatever reason, I don't know whether it's one of the links that comes through or whether it's on call one. It's not coming into the studio. It's going out on the streams, not coming out in the studio. So as much as the general public can hear you, Johnny, and that's what they want, if we can't hear you, I'm not having that, mate. We need to hear you, John Hendrie.
Come on then, Johnny. We were talking about the keepers there before. What's your view on it?
Okay, before we start, there's a wee bit of karma because it's obviously, I mean, we're saying okay, it won't crash, everyone's okay, right at the start of the show. And I started giving it the Norman Collier one, didn't I? I started giving it. And I sat here doing it myself. And you can hear a word that I was saying, so I sat there, right?
I seen you you were laughing your head off at your own joke.
Yeah,
so I thought,
he was very pleased with himself, wasn't he?
Proper pleased with himself, but we couldn't hear you.
No, and I was doing it on my cup.
He was so pleased with himself. So pleased with himself. You have a conversation about the goalkeepers, lads, and I've got some questions on WhatsApp to read out after.
Yeah,
so go on.
You're on a bit. Honestly, I could hear every word you were saying there. So yeah, you're on a bit. Vitek coming in 7 million. You don't got to spend £7 million and not throw him in there as such. And I saw Ian Hart at the game on Saturday, who is Saul Bryn's agent. And I just said, obviously, what's the difference another keeper coming in as such? And I said, how is he about that? He says, no, won't be a problem that, John. He signed a new deal and he is all for it as such. And he's looking forward to the challenge. Whoever that may be, yeah, he's up for it. So it was all positive stuff. It wasn't negative.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be, John, shouldn't it? You know, you'll be disappointed, but then when he gets here and you'll see the quality of him, you'll either hope he can drag him with him, or you'll learn off him. You know, he's got the only way to look at it. I don't know what you were like, but me, when we started signing the Ravanellis and the Janinos, Nick Barmies, I was really pleased with that because you want to see what the best do, and you
I won my claim. Just over 2 years. I was happy. Yes, definitely.
Choose the one you know, Ather & Co.
See athers.co.uk.
Take your taste buds on a culinary journey at Rio Brazilian Steakhouse and Tomahawk Steakhouse. Prepare for a carnival of South American flavors at Rio Brazilian Steakhouse as you dine on prime steaks cut and cooked the Brazilian way. And where can we take you on your meat journey? Find out at Tomahawk Steakhouse, home to the authentic meat connoisseurs. 2 top restaurants, 1 big choice. Which to choose first? See Rio-Steakhouse or tomahawk-steakhouse.co.uk.
Are you 80s obsessed? Well then, why not join me, Jack, for Electric 80s, where each week I fire up my DeLorean and take you back to an era of synthesizers and drum machines. Press and play on the tracks that defined a generation. That's the very best of 80s music, Thursdays at 9 PM and Sundays at 12 and 8 PM. Right